What's up, you guys? Welcome to 12th House Tarot. My name is Renee, if you don't know me, and those of you who have been here before, welcome back. Today we are doing a pick a sticky note card reading on the topic of what makes you intimidating? What makes it to where folks just don't want to approach you, okay? So for group one, we have this little eyeball here. So that's for group one. For group two, we have this peace sign. So that's for group two. And for group three, we have three little hearts. All right. So go ahead and meditate on whichever one you felt called to. Timestamps will be down below. And let's get into it. Let's figure out what makes you intimidated. All right. All right, you guys. If you chose group one with this eyeball, this is going to be your reading. All right. So we're asking Spirit, what makes you intimidating? All right. So Spirit, what makes group one so intimidating to others? What makes group one intimidating to others? Oh, that was fast. I just heard they can't keep up. What makes group one intimidating to others? Ooh. We'll pull 5 cards. Can I get one more card, Spirit? What makes them intimidating to others? I just heard life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Okay. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Death card. It feels like y'all are constantly changing and reinventing yourself as a message that's coming through. The first card we did get is the Nine of Wands. What makes you intimidating is that you have a lot of stamina as a message that's coming through. You're not afraid of a challenge. That's what's really intimidating about you. It's like you put in a lot of effort towards what it is that you want, and you don't back down, you don't stop, right? So the next card we do have is the Five of Swords. Okay. This is the type of energy, like, you're not the type of person that somebody would want to debate as a message that's coming through. Like, I'm getting this wall type of energy, like, you're not going to back down from a challenge. The next card we do have is the Seven of Swords. It feels like you're the type of person, like, you're very sly in the way that you communicate, sly like a fox. You know, I'm hearing, uh, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee type of energy is what it feels like. The next card we do have is the Prince of Cups. And now I'm hearing that song by Katy Perry, Hot and Cold. You're hot, then you're cold. Yes, then you'll know. Uh, with this Prince of Cups, it's like the Nine of Cups, right? And if you look at this imagery right here, he's going forward with his heart on his sleeve. And look, there's like these little octopus things right there. It's like he doesn't care. Like he knows that whatever he puts his mind to, like as long as he follows his heart and he's true to himself, like it doesn't matter what danger lies ahead. You're not afraid to be vulnerable. You're not afraid to just speak what other people won't say. Another message that's coming through is that if somebody is lying, like you quickly detect that shit and you will call them out. You are not the type of person to sit there and sweep things under the rug, is a message coming through. And then we have the Eight of Cups here. Okay? So this card talks about like you're not going to stay in a situation where you know like it's over. You know, you can feel when things are not working in like let's say relationships and it's like you're on to the next thing. Like you're not going to waste your time or your energy on things that just don't matter. And also with this death card at the bottom of the deck, like you're a person who's constantly like shedding skin, but it's like more than that. It's like you reevaluate situations. It's almost like you're always coming up with new beliefs because you understand that it's about expansion and growth, right? Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Oh, Spirit, please clarify the Nine of Wands. Why is the nine? That was fast. Okay, we got the moon in the reversal. Okay, let me get one more. Why did the moon pop out in the reversal? Like, I'm hearing that you're not afraid to take chances because the moon can represent fear. With this Nine of Wands here, this is like that energy of like not giving up even though you're tired. And then we have the Two of Cups here. What I'm hearing is that you know exactly what you bring to the table. And when it comes to relationships, like you're gonna stand firm in what you stand for. And you expect the same reciprocation from other people. And the thing is that some folks just can't meet you at that level, right? So people find that intimidating. Like they're like, oh, like you carry yourself so well. And I'm hearing idealist, right? So to be an idealist means that you have certain standards on the ways that you like things. And if somebody doesn't match that, like, you know, people sense that you don't settle for less is a message. Spirit, please clarify the Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here? Why is the Five of Swords here? Okay, we got the Chariot in the reversal. Spirit, why did the Chariot pop out in the reversal? No. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. Let me just tune into this real quick. I'm hearing like on to the next one. They feel like because like I get this energy that you already know what it is that you want, and you kind of lay it out on the table. The Chariot in the reversal talks about kind of not being in control, but then we have the Page of Cups right there. I'm hearing, is that all you have to offer? Like I said, it feels like you really just don't back down to folks. Okay. Let's see what else I'm feeling here. I'm getting this like metaphor of like fallen angel, as in like maybe you had it, maybe when you were younger, you had a dark period or something like that, and like now that you're older, like you've taken those lessons and you're implementing the change that you always wanted to see in yourself. But you have this energy about you. It's like even though like you know what you want and you have this kind of hard exterior sometimes, like what you're really trying to show folks is A, you're not one to be messed with. B, I don't think you're as harsh as people might make you out to be sometimes. Like misunderstood is the message that's coming through. Please clarify the Seven of Swords. Ooh, hello. Oh, hi. Okay, we have the King of Cups. So we have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups. Like I was saying, like there's this progression energy with you. I'm feeling it's a progressive energy. Uh, it's like even whenever you're an expert, you understand that you're also a student, right? And it's like this constant back and forth cycle. And you're very intuitive. That's what it is. You're very intuitive. You've had to learn how to trust your intuition because you've been in shady situations. And so now whenever someone's acting shady, you're really quick to catch it. And I'm also hearing that you won't play all your cards kind of thing. Like you'll keep kind of a poker face and act like you don't know nothing, but really underneath like the hard exterior, it's like you know. Like someone could be lying to your face and you already know that they're lying and you're like, "Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay." It's that kind of energy. And it makes people uncomfortable like whenever you are around those types of folks. Please clarify the Prince of Cups. Ooh. We got the Judgment card. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you might have like suitors or people who come up to you and try to, get with you or something like that. And like you're really quick to be like, skirt, excuse me, with this Judgment card right here. Oh, like I said, you're somebody like you have like I'm getting like you probably have like a really strong back. Like you have a backbone and you're not going to take things for face value. Please clarify the Eight of Cups. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Oh, hello. You gotta be kidding me. We got the Eight of Cups to clarify the Eight of Cups. Okay. So, yeah, you're quick to leave. If it's not emotionally fulfilling you, if you're emotionally drained from a situation, you're like, I'm out. And so you might be like, if you're in a relationship or with people, like they might try to people please you kind of thing. That's what it feels like. They might try to manipulate you into staying. And it's like I'm getting this metaphor of like a king or a queen on their throne, and you got a line full of people with like tricks up their sleeve to show the king, like, hey, look what I could do. And he's like, oh, I'm not satisfied with that. Next. It's that kind of energy. Like, I get a very royal vibe about you. Yeah, and that's another thing that I'm coming back to this chariot in the reversal. People can't control you. It's like when people can't control you, and it's like even if they do try, you end up controlling them. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Cups. I do feel for some of you guys, you might have a lot of suitors or admirers. Like your energy is like so alluring and attractive because you do have a lot of cup energy in this reading. You might be a water sign, you don't have to be. But like I feel like you're constantly looking for that one cup that's going to emotionally fulfill you. It's like you have such standards for yourself, and all these other cups that have come before, like they just haven't been able to meet you there. And like you might be a daydreamer, like you're dreaming of something better for yourself. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some more cards. Spirit. What makes group one so intimidating? What makes them intimidating? What makes group one intimidating? Ooh. Okay, we got the zombie card, control. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you're an idealist, and sometimes when you're an idealist, people can kind of say that you're a control freak type of thing. Like you like things a certain way. And like I said, people just feel like they can't live up to that. Because most people really don't have that high of standards, if I'm being honest. Like me personally, I'm an idealist. Spirit, what makes them intimidating? What makes group one intimidating? Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities. You're probably very talented. You might have like be a jack of all trades. Uh, it's like you have everything going on for you, and some people might try to manipulate you to stay because they know that you're like way out of their league, and they know that the world is your oyster, that you can literally have and be with anybody that you decided to be with. And so if you get in situations where people are trying to people please you, understand that's the reason why, because they know that they're not good enough for you. Okay. What makes group one intimidating? Got Apple, risk and reward. Because you're so idealistic and have such a strong backbone and know exactly what you want, like people feel like coming towards you would be a risk. And like it scares the shit out of them because they don't want to be rejected. Okay. I'm also like, I feel like in a past life, this is the message that's coming through. In a past life, you might have been like a royal, like back in the medieval times or something. And I just see like this queen sitting on her throne watching like the knights spar. I think that's the word. Like I'm just seeing that in my mind's eye. And like they have to work at your hand in marriage. It's that type of energy. It's so weird. Wow. What makes group one intimidating? What makes group one intimidating? Okay, we have dawn, light, the light after the darkness. Yeah, for some of y'all came, like I was saying earlier, it's like y'all might have had a dark period that you went through for a while, but now like you're in the light. And folks from your past also see that, and they don't really know how to talk to you anymore, is a message coming through because you're such a different person. Because like where before you might have been easily manipulated by others, like now, like you don't put up with those shit. Like real quick, you're gone. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Cauldron, Synergy, and Healing. Yeah. So this card talks about feeling like you're under pressure because you're going through the healing process. It's like all these elements coming together and like creating it's like creating the diamond kind of thing. And so that's what you've had to go through in your life. And so it's made you a tough, like you have a tougher skin. That's what it is. And people just don't feel like they can really penetrate that. Okay, let's get some more messages. Spirit, what makes group one intimidating? What makes them intimidating? What makes group one intimidating? What makes group one intimidating, Spirit? Oh damn, you got a lot of cards. Yep. Okay, so a message that's coming through. This card over here is the card of protection. I was kind of feeling that while I was channeling the energies. Like I said before, you might have put yourself in situations, in the past where you're naive and stuff, and like you're divinely protected with this protection card. And some people from your past have seen that, like, where they might have gotten in trouble with situations, you did not because you're actually really protected in the spirit realm. The first card, though, that we do have is the card Happiness. Okay. And with this happiness card, there is a butterfly. Like you've gone through transformations. You have this death card here. Like you're constantly evolving and becoming better. And with this happiness card, it's like no matter the situation, like you're probably the one in the situation that stays firm is that tries to be the optimist, right? Then we have the spirit guide. Okay. So with the protection card, first off, your spirit guide is coming through in this reading and just to let you know that they're here with you and that all the struggles that you went through were to make you this very strong, thick-skinned person, okay? But also with the spirit guide card, it's saying that you're on another level. Because when you think spirit guide, you think of somebody who guides, who is wise. You're very wise. Like I said, like you're just on another level. And then we have the card of love. You exude a lot of power. That's what really makes you intimidating. And like I said, with knowing your standards and what you're worth with this love card, like you do have a lot of self-love for yourself. And because you had to go through the fire and purge what you didn't what didn't serve you, you have an understanding what true love is. And so when someone's lying to you, like you're quick to front it out. Like that's really what makes people intimidated. It's like the demons run away when the light is in, right? Uh, it's that type of energy. And then we have the card Passion. I just heard you light a fire under people's asses. Okay, but with this Passion card, it's saying that like you have a lot of drive. I just feel like you're a warrior. I just feel this like powerhouse energy about you. Um, Also, I'm feeling that you probably have really intense eyes. Like when you're upset, people can see it in your eyes. That's a message that's coming through. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the card of good luck. Okay, so we have spirit guide, protection, and good luck. Literally, like you're probably the type of person who could get in a car accident and like you made it out alive. It's that type of energy. Like you're just divinely protected. And some people who have like bad intentions towards you, they on the spirit realm, it's like their inner demons can feel that and they know that you are divinely protected. And so that's what makes you really intimidating to those who are not in the alignment for the truth and the light. And so I'm just here to confirm to you that you are divinely protected, you are divinely loved, and you are powerful. And like, I wish I could meet you because I bet you're a really cool person. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Those were all the cards. I guess I'll get you some. Oh, let me shuffle these real quick. I was gonna get some what advice I can give you guys real quick. Spirit, what advice can I give for group one? What advice can I give for group one? Okay, one more shuffle. What advice can I give for group one, Spirit? What advice can I give for group one? Okay. What advice can I give for group one? Okay. First card we have is the card Leadership. And followed by that, we do have Love Partnership. So if you're in a relationship or some sort of relationship dynamic, Spirit's asking you to take the lead in the situation. And if people feel intimidated by you, don't let that dim your light. I know exactly how that is. Like whenever you're in a situation and you don't want to intimidate people, so you kind of play it low. Because I've done that before where I don't want to step on toes. But Spirit's wanting to encourage you to stand up for yourself. If you feel like something could be improved, like your voice matters in the situation, and to not dim your light to make people feel comfortable. Uh, like literally the word humble means to to lower yourself to make someone feel comfortable. So don't be like I don't like that word humble. Don't be arrogant, but don't be humble like that. Like stand up for yourself, let your voice be heard, and don't dim your light. And this has to do with your environment that you're in. We have the environment card and the number 44, which is meaning that your angels are right there next to you right now. At the bottom of the deck, we do have spiritual partnership. Okay? So we have love partnership and spiritual partnership. So a lot of themes around partnership for you guys, and it's time for you guys just to take the lead in whatever situation you're in. Okay. All right. Well, those are the messages I have for you guys. If that resonated, feel free to like and subscribe and all that good jazz. Until next time, y'all have a blessed day, blessed night whenever you're watching this. Ta ta. Alright, you guys, if you chose group 2 with this peace sign, that's going to be your reading. Alright? So, we are asking Spirit, what makes you intimidating? Alright? Spirit, what makes group 2 intimidating to others? What makes group 2 intimidating? What makes group 2 intimidating? Mm-hmm. What makes group 2 intimidating? Oh, no. What makes group 2 intimidating? Mm-hmm. Wow. Dang, y'all. Y'all the lone wolves over here, ain't you? I am feeling some Aquarius vibes. It's some of y'all tuning in are probably Aquariuses. Y'all don't have to be, but I'm just saying. Let's just kind of. I say that because we have the Star and the Hermit, and I grew up with a lot of Aquarius, so I understand that energy. Okay, so the first card that we do have is the Prince of Wands. You're a go-getter. You have like I'm hearing Eye on the Prize, Bullseye, and then right after that we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so you're very, I'm hearing when it comes to what you want, you don't stop. Like, you know what you want. You're not going to let doubt or fear stop you from achieving that happiness that you want. You understand that things take hard work and you have the perseverance to go towards what you want. Okay, so that could be intimidating to some people because some people can't meet you on that level of perseverance. Okay, and also I'm seeing a phoenix, so you probably exuding this phoenix energy, which means that there are toxic things that you just don't tolerate anymore, and some people just can't come along for the ride. Okay, so the next card we do have is the moon. Okay, so what this is telling me is that people can't figure you out. It's like you kind of plan in the dark, is what it feels like, and you really don't reveal your cards. Like you don't put all your cards on the table for everyone to see. because you understand that it's about moving in silence. And this is like people can't figure you out. Like you have this poker face where it's like, what are they up to? What do they got going on? And it's like, what you got going on is that you're striving for a better life for yourself. You're striving for your happiness, you know. Like I'm talking like people. Oh man, like you could be into the stock market is something that I'm hearing. It's that type of energy. Like you have big dreams that you're going for. The next one that we have is the star. This is wish fulfillment. Um, and also this is the card of Aquarius. And you don't have to be an Aquarius, but the archetype of Aquarius is intellectual, it's aloof, it's calculated, it's very, although it is dreamy in a sense, like they're very idealistic and they have a grand idea of what they want their future to be. And it is also a fixed sign, so it gets fixated. And I just feel this fixation type of energy. It's like you have this capacity, like I'm seeing someone just pound straight through a brick wall with ease, is what it feels like. And this makes people uncomfortable. Also, for some of y'all, you might be entrepreneurs, is another message that's coming through. Uh, you're just on a completely different wavelength than other people. Then the next card we have is the High Priestess. So not only do we have the Moon, we also have the High Priestess. Both cards, it talks about intuition, it talks about secrets. Like people just can't figure you out. You know, if you're in a party or in a group, you're probably the person sitting in the back of the corner just watching the room and kind of analyzing and you know, you're not gonna sit there and fool with people who are acting belligerent. Like I just get that type of energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Hermit card. So like I said, very lone wolf energy. You do a lot of soul searching, a lot of inward, like going within and finding the answers for yourself. I'm also hearing that you don't take things for face value and you're probably really skeptical about people or situations. Like you're not just gonna believe something just because everyone believes it, you know. You're gonna find out for yourself. And some people don't know how to take that, you know. They're like why do you always have to challenge what I say type of energy. But anyways, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Spirit, please clarify the Prince of Wands. Please clarify. Oh, that was fast. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles. This is observing the harvest before it's ready to be harvest. Like you understand that there's more work to be done. And I'm also getting this message of like going through the details and uh it's like trying things over. Like you're not afraid to try things over. Kind of I get this like alchemist type of energy where if something's not working, you'll scratch that and you'll start again. And some people can find that agitating because they're like, can't you just complete this? Can't you just finish this the way it is? And you're like, no, because you have this perfection, this idea of what's right and wrong. And if something is not meeting your standards, you're not gonna you're not a liar. You're not gonna lie to yourself or to others. Um, yeah, I'm getting some idealistic energy in this group. Please clarify the Ten of Cups. You're not afraid to put in the hard work. Okay, yeah, we have the Hierophant. We have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. So you have very strong values. You have very strong standards. Uh, very strong belief system is what I'm feeling. And you're like a boulder. And you're not easily budged. Let's see what else I'm feeling here. I'm also hearing for some of y'all could be rather traditionalists in the sense of um, like when it comes to what you want to create for yourself. You could be the type of person who thrives to, believing in traditions like the father and the wife staying together instead of divorcing. Like you have very strong values. Also, people, I just feel like you're a leader. Like people probably come to you for answers, is a message that's coming through. But you're not only the Hierophant, you're also the High Priestess. You have a balance between the law of the land, but you also understand the law of the ethers, the law of spirit. You have a good balance between uh, being in this physical plane, but also being in the spiritual. And in this very black and white world, people might try to find, like, people like to live in categories, and it doesn't feel like you like to live that way. And it kind of throws people off because it's like, how do I talk to this person? You know, like most people see in black and white, but you see the gray in between. Please clarify the moon. Why is the moon here? We have the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Let me see what I'm feeling here. The moon with the Ten of Pentacles. Let me get one more clarifier. Why did the Ten of Pentacles pop out? The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. I just get very strong work ethic. Like you have strong work ethic. And most people might want to just kind of fuck around, but it's like you're working behind the scenes. And people can't figure you out. They're like, what are you working on? Like you don't show all your cards. You know what I'm feeling? Um, for some of you, you could have Moon or Ascendant in Scorpio, and I'm saying that because I just feel this very behind the scenes type of energy about you. For a lot of you, you have some enemies from your past or people who used to bully you or didn't believe in you or take you seriously. And you've had this transition where you've become like a phoenix and you did like a 180 and like you're out to prove them wrong, but you're doing it in silence. And these people who used to be in your life, they might be friends with you on like social media and like they see it's like you only show people the good side of you now. Like you don't allow yourself to be that reckless, vulnerable person. And so people might see you on social media and think, damn, they got their shit together. And like they honestly don't know what to think, is the message coming through. I just get this really serious look, like you probably have a very serious face. That's what I'm really feeling here. Like it's like it just reminds me of Aquarius a lot. I'm just thinking of my uncle. My uncle's an Aquarius and you know, he has like whenever he tells you something, he will make you believe anything because he has such a dry face. He had me believing that the moon was made out of Swiss cheese when I was little, and I was like, no way. And he's like, yeah. And he went into this like whole conspiracy about like the government hiding the fact that it's Swiss cheese so they can have all the cheese. I was like, no way. Yeah. But like it's that kind of poker face energy. Like you only show people what you want them to know is the message coming through. Okay, please clarify the star. Why is the star here? Ace of Swords. You're all about the truth. That's what's intimidating. It's like you're all about, it's like even though you do showcase this hard exterior to other people, whether it's on social media, like being this kind of bolder type of energy, it's like underneath there's this vulnerability and wanting to get to the bottom of the matter, the truth of the matter. I'm also hearing that whenever you do have something to say, like you might be quiet most of the time, let's say at work or something like that, but then if there's an issue coming up, it's like few words have an impact. Whenever you say something, people hear it and they're like, oh shit. You know, like you really come off as this type of like this hermit who stands in the corner. And then when they finally speak up on a matter, like it throws people off because it cuts straight to the point and it's like people are scared of you. Like people can be kind of scared of that because where they thought you were all quiet and introverted and kind of, you know, aloof and shit, and then you speak up and whenever you talk it has something of value and it's like, who is this person? Please clarify the High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? Another reason why people are intimidated by you is because they just feel like you have it all. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. What was I just saying? So the Nine of Cups, it talks about satisfaction, like sitting with like all of your cups. This is like complete wish fulfillment. It's like you've just been lucky in life. Here we are, Queen of Swords. What was I just talking about with how you communicate? Queen of Swords, like she is a truth seeker and a truth speaker. You can't run nothing by the Queen of Swords. If you try to lie or bullshit with her, like she will cut your head off. That's that type of energy. Like your words have such an impact. Because I'm hearing that you have a very high IQ, and that's what intimidates people about you, is that you're no bullshit. Like whenever you talk, like you freaking mean it. Like this is the way it is, and that's how it's going to be. Like it's very articulate. You're very articulate, very smart, very high IQ. Wow. Like I'm intimidated. All right, let's get some more cards, Spirit. What makes group 2 intimidating? What makes group 2 intimidating? Okay. We have dawn, the light after the darkness. Okay, with the owl, and I'm seeing that Phoenix and the owl, like you're very wise because you've been through a lot. And it's like you have this ability to shine the light on the darkness, is a message coming through. Um, some of y'all might have come from group 1, if I'm being honest, but if you didn't, with this dawn card, it's like you fly to higher heights, and it's like you're the owl and you got a bunch of crows, and the crows just can't meet you up there. It's the message that's coming through. Like you're on a completely different plane. Like you have a high IQ. You're very well like organized what it is that you want for yourself. Like I said, some of y'all millionaires, stock market type of people. Like y'all are, oof. Like I could just feel the energy, and like, I wish I was like that. Y'all seem like somebody to aspire to be like. That's the energy I'm feeling. Like, people aspire to want to be like you. Wow. What makes group 2 intimidating? Okay, with Skull of Flowers creating through the ashes. So, like I was saying with that Phoenix energy, you have this ability to go through struggle and just to rise out of it a completely new person like the Phoenix. And then we have the vampire emotional intelligence. Okay. Like I'm seeing this metaphor of the owl flying high and like a bunch of crows trying to peck at it, but they can't, or is it the eagle? I think it's the eagle that's like that. One of the birds, one of those dominant birds, they could go up to higher heights and the crow tries to peck at it. I think it's the eagle, but they can't go to such a high elevated level and it finally falls off because they can't go up that high because like the oxygen levels. But that's what I'm getting with this vampire uh, energy. Also, this vampire right here, like I see all this dark imagery. It's like I said, you're a type of person, you're in the shadows. Like there's this mystery about you that people just can't figure you out. What makes group 2 intimidating? Okay, we have Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. Okay. You look like a type you look like you're a high status with this Lady of the Dead here. Because this card does speak about like even though on the outside she's beautiful, like she's gonna die one day. But this is saying that people see you as like you see this imagery, like you're unattainable. That's what it is. You're unattainable. Like I said with the metaphor with the bird flying high. The bottom of the deck we have the eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. It does feel like you actually do carry a lot of love for humanity, but you're very discerning on who you let in your bubble because you don't want to be distracted from your goals, is the message that's coming through. Spirit, what else makes group 2 intimidating? We have the card Clarity. Like I said, you just know exactly what it is that you want for yourself. You're very clear-minded. You might be sober, like it's that type of energy, very sober-minded. You'd be the one that people would turn to if there's a problem or an issue. Okay. Also, I'm hearing that you see through people's bullshit. That's another thing that I'm hearing. What makes group 2 intimidating? One of these cards is poking me. I don't think that one wanted to come out. Oh, what? You gotta be kidding. Okay, we got the Phoenix card, the Skull of Flowers creating through the ashes, and then we got the Transformation card. Okay? So y'all are constantly leveling up. And people just can't hang. Because you're a butterfly and they're a bunch of flies. Like, wow. Yeah, you're constantly evolving. Uh, you're a butterfly. And butterflies don't hang out with caterpillars, you know? Yep, new beginnings. You think outside the box, I feel like I'm hearing entrepreneurship, but you have transformation and new beginnings. This song comes in my head sometimes when I'm doing readings. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. It's like that. What makes group 2 intimidating? What makes group 2 intimidating? Spirit, what makes group 2 intimidating? This card wants to come out. We have Spirit Guide. Okay. Yeah, you're on another plane. You're on another wavelength. The Spirit Guide card is telling me that you're protected and guided, and also with being a spirit guide, you're a guiding light. You're a guiding force. You're probably like a starseed. You're probably an alien, different type of person. You know what I mean? Like you don't fit in with the crowd, so you decided to fit into your own. And because there's that kind of unorthodox way of thinking, people really don't know how to handle you. So it's kind of intimidating. It's like, how do you talk to somebody who's on a different wavelength? On the bottom of the deck, we have the card Beauty. So this is saying whether you're a man or a woman, like you're very handsome, you're very beautiful, you're alluring. See, I was thinking with that vampire card right there, like you're just alluring. There's something mysterious and beautiful about you. And people will just feel like you're unapproachable. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and get some advice cards for my group 2. Spirit, what advice do you have for group 2? What advice do you have for group 2? Okay, we have the card of individuality. So like I said, you're here to forge your own. So this is saying, yes, do it. Be an individual. Continue to stand out from the crowd. What advice? We have the card self-discipline. Okay. So it's saying to continue to pave the way for yourself and to continue to be self-disciplined. And if you haven't been self-disciplined, know that this is something that's been laying dormant in you that needs to be exercised. Spirit, what advice do you have for group 2? Ooh. Looky there. We got follow your dreams. We did have the star card right there too. So Spirit's encouraging you to follow your dreams, whatever it is. It's going to be different. I feel like you guys are trailblazers, and Spirit's asking you to go ahead and go for it. What advice do you have for group 2? What advice do you have for group 2, Spirit? Okay, like I was saying, y'all, we got the card of abundance. Okay? So with this abundance card, like if you follow your dreams, it's going to lead to abundance. And I just feel like you have $1 billion idea, whatever it is. Like I feel like y'all have really high IQs, and if you're not utilizing your intelligence, you need to do that, okay? Yep, on the bottom of the deck, we have perseverance. So keep on pushing, keep on grinding, keep on proving people wrong. Ooh, y'all, ooh, let me tell you, ooh, this is some good energy. Like, y'all are some fireballs. Like y'all are meant to do great things. Like y'all are the entrepreneurs, y'all are the think for yourself tribe right here. And that's what people find intimidating about you. And people who want to dim your light, don't let them. You keep on shining. Like I told group one, the word humble, if you look it up, it actually means to lower your self-esteem to make somebody else feel good about themselves. So I don't like that word humble. Now, I'm not saying to be arrogant, because I don't like that either, but don't be humble in the sense of like lower your self-esteem for other people. You keep on striving, put in the work, follow your dreams, and abundance will flow. All right. Well, that's the reading I have for y'all. If y'all liked this, feel free to like and subscribe. And until next time, I send you all of my love. Alrighty, on to group 3. Ta-ta. Alright, you guys, if you chose group 3 with these 3 little hearts, this is going to be your reading. So we are asking Spirit, what makes you so intimidating? Okay, so Spirit, what makes group 3 so intimidating? What makes group 3 so intimidating? Okay. What makes group 3 so intimidating? I don't know if I should say that. That's kind of inappropriate. I just heard I'll cut a bitch. I don't know why I heard that. Okay. Sorry, y'all. What makes group 3 intimidating? What makes group 3 so intimidating? Okay, so I'm hearing you have a lot of options. Uh, and, yep, I feel like you're quick to just cut somebody out. First card we have at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. Okay. People feel like you're unattainable. Like they're always on the outside looking in to your situation. It's like you take one step up and it's like they're 2 steps behind type of thing. The first card that we do have is the Seven of Cups. So this is having a lot of dreams and options. Another thing, it's like folks can't figure you out. It's like you constantly switching it up on people as a message that's coming through. Like you're not one to be pinned down. The next card we do have is the Ten of Swords. Okay. I feel like people who try to mess with you deal with a lot of karma. That's a message that's coming through. And that's what makes you intimidating is that people can't really step to you because you're divinely protected. The next card we do have is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is your energy. You're very self-made. And you know you have options. But I just keep hearing, I'll cut a bitch. Like, I don't know why I'm hearing that. Spirit, why am I hearing that? Like, I get kind of Capricorn type of energy. Like, you've worked really hard to get to where it is that you are, and you're not going to let people just push you down. Let's see what else I'm feeling over here. Oh, here, you got money on your mind, and, like, people just can't level up to that. Like, you are the creme de la creme. You have options, and, like, I'm hearing that it's like people turn to stone whenever, because you're in some sort of position of authority is a message that's coming through. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, okay? So you're really somebody, like, you take action in regards to what it is you want, but you're coming from very authoritative, is that the word? Like, you have a lot of authority in whatever it is that you go towards. You're like the ringleader. It's like, I'm hearing if you ain't first, you're last, kind of like Ricky Bobby type of energy. Like you only want the best of the best, and you know you have options. The next card we do have is the Two of Wands. Okay. People think that you have options. Like if in regards to whether you're a man or a woman, you exude a lot of this masculine energy. And what masculine energy is taking action. It's it's the it's the giving, it's the action type of energy. It's like people just can't step to your level, and that's what's intimidating about you. But let's go ahead and get some more clarifiers. Spirit, please clarify the Seven of Cups. That was fast. Oh, what did I say? You have options. Okay, so we got the Two of Cups, right? This could deal with relationships. It's partnerships with people. Um, Generally, it just feels like love related. And then we have the Judgment card. Like, you're quick to cut somebody off because you know, like, you keep your options open. Um, it's like the moment that somebody shows you like a shady side to them, like you're quick to just next. Nope, I have other options. You're not the type to be put on the back burner is another message that's coming through because you know your worth. Oh man, you are a person of worth. And that's what's intimidating about you. Please clarify the Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here? We have the Four of Pentacles. I'm hearing like in an intellectual battle, you stand your ground and you don't give in. And people feel defeated by that. That's the message that's coming through. Please clarify the King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. Yeah, I just get this powerhouse energy. But let me see real quick. Seven of Swords here. Why did the Seven of Swords pop out, Spirit? Why is the Seven of Swords here? Justice. Yeah, people who stepped up to you are receiving the justice that they deserve, whether it's good or bad. This feels like you've been in situations where people did you dirty. And like starting from the bottom, now we're here, you're self-made. And these people who from your past who did you dirty, like they're receiving the karma that they deserve is a message that's coming through. And you're over here on your high horse on this King of Pentacles, and it's like these people have regrets that they saw you as somebody who was small, and like they thought that what they put you through was going to kill you, but really it just made you this independent, strong person. And this scares the shit out of them because they underestimated you. So it has them questioning like the fact that they automatically assumed that about you, it makes them question their own judgment about everything else in their life. And so now they're kind of having to start from scratch and they're like, well, shit, I thought I knew everything. I didn't know nothing. Wow. Please clarify the King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so Queen of Swords energy. This one wants to come out too. The Nine of Wands. You're a perseverer. You persevere through the hard times and you're self-made. But we have this Queen of Swords here with this King of Wands. It's like, I just heard fireball. Don't nobody want to step up to you because you've overcome a lot. Like, I'm seeing like a lion in the pack and you're the alpha. And I'm also hearing that you're the delegate now. Like you get to decide who is in your life and who isn't. And it's almost like tryouts kind of thing. But with this Queen of Swords, with the Nine of Wands, uh, you've worked hard to get to this position. And anybody who comes up to you with funky energy is going to be cut down, is the message. Like, I'm getting this regal energy. Wow. But you've been through the battle. And because you've persevered and because you didn't give up, because you didn't let that situation uh, make you, fall in a pit, because you got out of the pit, like, I feel like you're in a state of abundance right now, whether you realize it or not. Please clarify the Two of Wands. Looky there, we have the Empress. Okay. That's another thing that people are intimidated by you is that you're self-made. With this Empress card, it is ruled by Venus, and it's about beauty and luxury and just standards. It's that creme de la creme energy. It's like she is like the bad bee of the tarot right here. She is the embodiment of all the queens. She could do anything. And with this Two of Wands right here, that being clarified with the Two of Wands, you have options. And people from, I just feel like I'm hearing a lot of people from your past didn't like realize that you would be the type of person to actually have options. Where before you were settling for less, now like you know your worth and you don't tolerate it. Looky there. We got the star. Yeah. You're a shining star. That's who you are. Yeah, that's what you are. You're a shining star. And that's what's intimidating is that you're self-made and you're just this powerhouse. Like I'm proud of y'all. But y'all are this Empress energy. You got options. You could go wherever you want. And I just feel like you guys have a lot of haters. People watching you, seeing what you're up to, watching your social medias. And look right here. Then we got the Queen of Wands right here. You're a good balance between the masculine and the feminine fire aspects. Like you have a lot of passion, you know your worth. There's this confidence. That's another message coming through is that y'all exude this confidence now, and like people just think that you're too sexy. Like you can't be approached because you've had such a glow up. That's the message. Y'all had such a glow up. Like y'all are a completely different person. Like you're not that little mouse anymore. You're a big lion. And people thought that they knew you and they didn't. Like they don't know you anymore. So they can't come to you the way that they used to. And because you're this different person, they're like, well shit, well I can't communicate the way I used to. I can't belittle them. I can't bully them. I can't manipulate them. And so they're steadily just watching you. That's a message right here I'm feeling. They're watching your glow up. And honestly, I'm feeling some jealousy. And I'm also feeling regret. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some more cards. Spirit, what makes group 3 intimidating? Oh, look at there. We got the joy card. Rejoicing in the present. You see this card with all the dead leaves? I always say, no matter what's going on around you, you just letting that shit go. And you just living a happy life. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna rise and shine anyways, despite all of that. Good for you. What makes group 3 intimidating? What makes group 3 intimidating? We got the owl, wise seeing, wise action. Because you rose above the bullshit, because you've overcome, because you're wise, because you see through the lies. You have a hawk's vision is a message that's coming through. What makes group 3 intimidating? What makes group 3 intimidating? We have the card invisibility and authenticity. Because you're yourself, because you speak your truth, because you don't live in an authentic life. And see, there you got a lot of people in the shadows watching you. That's the message that's coming through with this invisibility. People in the shadows watching you and your glow up, and they're intimidated because you're finally like counting yourself. You're finally standing up for yourself. You're finally glowing. It's like you're starting to be a butterfly with this authenticity card because you're authentic. You're not fake. That's what makes you intimidating. Okay, we have trick or treat, mischief, and play. Yeah, I just feel like people, like with this trick or treat card, y'all were the ones that said life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to. Was it you guys? I don't know. That's coming back to mind. Uh, People didn't know what to expect from you. Like they thought that you were not going to amount to anything, and because you have this glow up, it's like they feel like they were tricked. Like, whenever you have like the popular person in school and they're attractive, and then let's say you're not that attractive person or you haven't bloomed yet, and then like you were picked on, and then after you get out of school, you're an adult, you go on about your life, you have a glow up because it's just what happens. And then all the people from school, they see you and they're like, they don't even recognize you kind of shit. And they feel like they were tricked. They're like, damn, why did I see that back then? It's that type of energy. On the back, we have the veil of the future. Like I was saying, they feel like they were tricked. They feel like if they would have known that you were gonna glow up so good in the future, like they wouldn't have treated you that way. But you know what? That shows more about their character, okay? So whatever. Spirit, what makes group three intimidating? What makes group three intimidating? Oh, hello. Because you're lucky. We got the good luck. Also, with this black cat right here, and the origins of black cats was not bad luck. It was actually a sign of good luck back in the day. But it was twisted in history to be believed that it was bad luck. But actually, they represent good luck. And also, being the black cat, you might have been a black sheep, like you just didn't fit in. But it's like you're coming into yourself is a message coming through, and you're becoming who you're truly meant to be. And people are just seeing you as lucky. They don't know how you're doing it. It's like I'm hearing like, oh, they're lost for words. Like they try to talk and like there's nothing there because you've had such a glow up. You're beautiful. You're thriving. Uh, you're pushing ahead. You're overcoming obstacles, and people just see you as lucky. What makes group three intimidating? What makes group three intimidating? Okay, hello. We have the card Psychic Abilities, okay. You might be the type of person who calls things out before it happens, and it might freak some folks out. They're like, how did you know that was going to happen? You're like, because I just did. Like, you're psychic. And that's another reason why you didn't fit in is because whenever you are intuitive, empathic, psychic, you just don't fit in because you're labeled as sensitive or weird or different. But yeah, people see you as being intuitive and they don't it's like people living in this 3D realm and you're living in another dimension. Like you just know things. I'm also hearing that you take the opportunities, like whenever the opportunity is presented to you, like you take it. So people see you as lucky because you had that foresight. Like you might, like I'm seeing like a chessboard, like you know how to play your cards right. What makes group three intimidating? Oh, hello. Yeah, we have the card Finding. Because you found yourself. Because you're no longer playing a victim. You're not playing it small. Because you found yourself. You probably dealt with a lot of narcissistic people who try to make you look down on yourself, try to belittle you and shit. But now you're becoming who you were always meant to be, and you're finding yourself, and those haters, like, they're kind of upset. And we got life purpose. Yeah. And if you haven't technically found your life purpose, the message that's coming through is that finding yourself was your life purpose. And now it's like the world's your canvas because I'm being drawn back to this Two of Wands over here. It's like you can do whatever the hell you want. That's your life purpose, is that you can do whatever the hell you want. And some people don't have that luxury. And I just feel like you have so many options at your hands, like so many things that you could do. And a message that's coming through is to not be afraid of take a chance. Just do it. Yeah. On the bottom of the deck we have the card Freedom. Like I was just saying, just do it. But also people are seeing you as a free person. Like they just where you were once caged and small, like now you're this beautiful butterfly. Okay, let's go ahead and get some advice for you guys. Spirit, what advice do you have for group three? What advice do you have for group three? Hello. Okay. We got the card Creativity. So some of y'all are creatives over here. Uh, Also, just to get outside of your comfort zone more, because you're not that little person that you used to be. You're not a mouse. Spirit's telling me to tell you that you're a mighty lion now, and it's like I heard that metaphor. The butterfly doesn't realize how beautiful its wings are because it can't see it, and that's how a lot of people are. Is that they walk around with these beautiful wings and they don't even see how beautiful they are. But Spirit wants you to think outside of the box and start getting creative with what you want to do. Also, with life purpose, some of y'all are creative people, so it's time to start put your creative efforts to your life purpose. Spirit, what advice do you have for group 3? That was fast. Okay, we have spiritual partnership. Okay, then we have patience. Okay, and then we have personal growth. Yeah, y'all have grown a lot, and Spirit wants you to know that Spirit wants to partner with you right now because if you're feeling impatient in your situation that you're going through currently, um, there's a need to get grounded in yourself and appreciate how far you've come. With a spiritual partnership, be on the lookout for people who reflect to you who you are. It does feel like you've gone through an ending, is a message that's coming through, but also some sort of spiritual partnership and creativity. Like there's something about creativity and spirituality that's coming hand in hand right here. But Spirit's asking you to be patient in your situation and with this personal growth, know that if you're feeling uncomfortable, that it's just growing pains. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the card Self-Love. So this is a good time for you guys to start taking care of yourself and doing things that, like if you feel like you've been trying to go, this is a time to kind of stop, see how far you've come, and take care of yourself. Take a hot bath, do things that make you feel good, and to not feel guilty for pampering yourself. That's a big message coming through for you guys. All right, well, those are the messages I have for y'all. If y'all enjoyed this reading, feel free to like and subscribe. Until next time, y'all have a blessed day or a blessed night whenever you're watching this. Send you all my love. Ta-ta.